Fire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so that means we're playing Remnant Shadow, our Star Wars actual play. I'll be your GM for the evening, Jason, and with me is Jeremy playing Ozen, Sarah playing Io, Rappy playing Keltzer, Eric playing Arya, and Duba playing Doc. I forgot to have my pronunciation guide handy, so I hope I got that right.
Close enough for government work.
Yep.
Let's see. Last session we wrapped up in the city of Ashmar. As you stopped yet another assassination attempt. And stopped the city from being overrun when the gates wound up open.
Well, you know.
Parking a ship in front of the open gates will do that.
Bronze Age warriors with spears and swords versus a starship.
Starship wins.
But what if it didn't?
That would suck.
I'm thinking about the Ethiopian horse-mounted cavalry that took out the Italian tanks in World War II. Anyway. Alright, so time has passed. You've had a few weeks of taking oddball jobs, moving cargo around.
How much money did I make?
You knew this was going to be asked.
I knew it was going to be asked, and I still didn't write down anyway. We'll say you made 2,000 credits. It wasn't any big deal, really, really big deals like the medicine thing.
Fair enough.
That was
It's
kind of a big
small
score
jobs
for
here
you.
and there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, you've still got a bounty on your head.
Laying low and all that. If only there was some weird app that you could use to contact somebody in Star Wars universe. That you leave a 5-star rating and it takes away the bounty.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be.
But anyway, most recently you picked up a job carrying some supplies and repair equipment that's needed at a mining station. Where did I put that map? Oh, that's right.
It's over there.
Yes, I think you're right. I think it is over here. I forgot the sector map is actually printed out this time. But anyway, this mine is kind of on the edge of the sector, getting close to what's called wild space. The area's fairly explored, but not really utilized all that much.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a remote mining station, but Is there anything in particular your characters have been doing or trying to get done in the past couple of weeks?
Make more cash.
Man, we kind of covered how that's gone for you.
I think Ozen has been pondering the cube, of course, but every now and again, if somebody goes into her room, they'll just see it floating in free space, in front of her. She's just kind of moving it a little bit or attempting to move it, and it's not great. It sputters every now and again, and more than once it has fallen while she's doing it. She's still trying to regain those old force bonds.
Speaking of dropping the cube, I killed mine after last session.
Oh no!
The tea light fell out and landed bulb first. It doesn't turn on. It doesn't turn on anymore.
Oh no!
This is just the tea light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can just switch out the tea light.
I just haven't got around to finding one.
I mean, you could always get like a little string of like tiny like LEDs.
Well, that's all the little tea light thing was. I thought about just putting my cell phone under it with the light on to see how that worked, but I don't know if my phone would make it the entire session.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, plug it in.
Don't go getting all logical on me.
Yeah, every now and again, if someone walks in on her, she's just like, it's just sailing.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
imagine if
probably
they
one of
open
those
the door, knock on the door, is when it drops.
Just, yep.
Because, you don't want to practice that with, a shirt or something. No. Let's take the priceless artifact and have it floating around.
The priceless artifact has metal edges along it. I know it's built to last.
Start with a fork.
Well, see, the
Spoons
other
are
idea was
traditional.
her practicing with her lightsaber, but that's an even worse idea.
Both of these horrible ideas. Start
Well,
with silverware.
Now that it's not a secret, though, you got to be practicing with your lightsaber down in the. Oh, you mean the floating your lightsaber? Never mind.
Yeah, floating that. That's probably a bad idea to just float it around. Just the one time it accidentally activates. Shit! I lost 2 crew members.
We've probably
Be
all
like-
learned not to stand nearby when you're floating things.
Be like the robot
yeah.
chicken skit when they're on the Death Star and Obi-Wan just turns the lightsaber on and then drops it, and you hear it going through the floors and the people screaming.
Yep. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, she does take a few. Like, she's more open about like practicing, and in an effort not to steal the spotlight 20 minutes after we begin, I would like a scene with Aerta, but after everyone else has said their thing.
All right. Is there any preparations Doc or Keltzer want to make?
Probably not. She would try to earn money while they're still there.
Yeah, how much of the like money is the actual crew getting, or is the captain pocketing all of it?
If you've been splitting it, you haven't been telling us.
No, I haven't been. If they need some of it as the crew, he will divvy out what is needed. But no,
I think we
keeps
all
a
want
very
money.
tight rate. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you need money, he will hand out money.
You don't get
Unless
wages. You just have to ask
ridiculous.
him,
We get allowances.
but only when you ask. So if you don't think about it,
Yeah, we have to do our chores.
Basically, what I've been doing is I've been compiling all the credits we have into sort of like a joint pool, sort of like what we did in Esper Genesis.
It's fair. It's easier to do that with a centralized currency.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't bring my credits. Oh well.
As for Doc, he would more than likely be assisting at the local hospitals in some shape or form. If they're having to wait and he's not needed on the ship for any reason, he'd be helping out the local doctors. Maybe try to show them things that they could probably use on their planet that might help in certain ways.
Okay. So anytime you're hitting a backwater kind of planet, you're kind of doing volunteer work.
Basically. It's like, yes, you don't know how to make basic medicine with certain things? Come here. I have plenty of things stored.
Most of the planets you go to are on kind of the galactic standard tech-wise. Like I said, a lot of them are backwater because y'all are kind of keeping your heads down. But
You don't. What do you mean you don't know how to tie a tourniquet? Fuck you.
we just put a back patch on it. That. But sure, take a bandana and tie it around his arm. Whatever.
Cauterize it first, then tie that.
Oh, I could do that.
It's a Jedi! Ah!
No, it's just a large laser scalpel. Don't worry.
Large laser scope.
Listen,
My
not
eyesight's
everyone
bad.
who
I
has
need a
a
big one.
not everyone who has a lightsaber is automatically a Jedi. Just most of them. It's art decor.
Mm-hmm.
It's combative art decor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, in the real world, people are into archaic weapons. There are even sports
You
where you
gotta-
still use archaic weapons.
I already got a bronze sword. I don't want to hear it. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
But you're not going around using it.
I don't know that. It's probably in his room.
Well, I think he'd actually have 2 bronze swords at this point.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
King was going to have one made for him, and then he had the one the general surrendered to him.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the one that the general surrender is like, this is mine.
This is a war
My
trophy.
right of
and
conquest.
This is my reward.
He literally parked the ship to go get it.
And nobody argued because, you know, the culture you were in, yeah, you get to keep that.
Yep.
All right, but y'all, you know, as I said, y'all are headed towards an asteroid.
Mhm.
So Ozen had something she wanted to talk to the captain about.
Yes. Wherever the captain's quarters is, he just
Yes.
it takes a second, and she's like, "You got a sec, Cap?"
There's a good, like, 15, 20-second pause.
Has the captain been avoiding talking to Ozen all this time? I say all this time, this couple of weeks.
He hasn't been avoiding Ozen, but he hasn't been going out of his way to talk to Ozen either.
I imagine like idle chatter in the mess hall, and that's it.
Like, he probably doesn't really even do much of that, honestly.
Hmm.
He'll, like,
Big
share
st-
the space, but he won't talk.
Yeah.
Door opens. What?
She enters, and then, door closes behind her.
Yeah, sure, invite yourself into my room, whatever. There's a weapon collection in here.
Okay, I
kind
kind of knew that already.
It's fairly substantial.
Mhm.
Is it like Jane from Firefly Substantial, but just blown up to an entire room instead of just a sleeping cubbyhole?
An entire wall of it, yeah. Everything's like locked in so it doesn't jostle. But there's one box just in the middle that's completely locked and sealed, and that he sort of keeps in the middle of it. All right, what do you want?
What was her name?
Pardon?
What was her name?
Ah. Why do you want to know?
A lot of people fell that day and continue to for time after that. So I kind of keep a memorial of sorts in here. Whenever somebody who was a fledgling up to, masters in the order. There's a lot of them.
Sheetra.
Sheetra?
Sheetra.
Sheetra.
Let me type it out.
Ozen is saying it correctly. Jeremy is not.
Ozen isn't saying it correctly either.
Sheethra. Ozen nods. That's a lovely name.
Most people think our race's names are non-confrontational. As if that mattered.
You are a shining example of non-confrontation, Captain.
If
That
so,
is
the
a joke.
chasm was visible through the walls.
What was she like?
Opposite of me, you got a pretty good idea then.
Siblings, you had to have some similarities.
Twins, actually. We're only really similar in temperament and appearance.
Ah, so she was a firecracker.
Drove her master mad.
I resonate with that. My master felt the same way about me.
She cared about people. Maybe a little too much, but...
You know, a lot of people who are outsiders in the order always talk about, you know, the bonds and like not keeping ties to people. And in a sense, it's true because you are on one planet, do a thing, and have to leave that planet. Like, I mean, we just did. But in another sense, I've literally never met another Jedi who hasn't had a little bit of attachment to every place they go. Myself, unfortunately,
It's
included.
impossible not to unless you're a robot.
Exactly. I think even Doc has attachments.
Beep,
As
boop,
much
beep,
as
boop.
his programming allows.
He's got a screwdriver and a saw.
I think my point is just I'm very sorry for however long ago it may have been.
We were children.
You passed as a child?
6.
6.
She was extraordinarily gifted with the Force. Most all of our race have some connection to the Force in them, for the most part. Various levels of strength notwithstanding, but she had a way about her. Had a way of knowing things she shouldn't know. Way of connecting with people better than her master even could.
My master tried to instill that in me. She was a counselor type. Very tried to mediate things and get the best possible outcome out of however many people are squabbling. Even people who would rather have talked than fought were victim to the Empire.
She's half the reason why I'm a merchant, honestly.
How do you mean?
Diplomacy and being a people person. essential things, you need to be a merchant. Really. I deal in death. I peddle weapons. It's how I am. I was always a shoot first and ask questions later type.
I try to temper that within myself. You know, corruption of the force and whatnot.
Hardly a corruption of the force when it's just an instinctive part of ourselves.
And it goes hand in hand.
Light side, dark side. The force just is. I wish people would. Well, I wish your kind would simply just realize that.
You know, as far as I know, there isn't really order anymore, so I don't really have a people, so to speak. There's loose stragglers out there, but hardly enough for an order to reform.
For their sakes, they shouldn't try to make another one.
Certainly not to the extent that it was all those years ago. Ozen, who was very much alive during the fall. It's like, ugh, bureaucracy.
That was part of the problem.
Yeah, it was. But at least those who are alive can work to make it better. Maybe whether or not that is create an order or just work around where you are. I certainly won't miss the bureaucracy. So much red tape. Thank you for telling me about her. And as she turns, she finally clocks the locked box in the middle of the room. What's that?
No concern of yours.
Fair enough. And she leaves.
Before she leaves, so like,
Mhm.
there's one thing she used to tell me.
Oh,
So many weapons, Aida. The deadliest is your faith.
Ozen smiles and just nods. She was right.
It's gotten me this far.
Hasn't it? She'll like pat the captain's very prickly shoulder. Have a good day, Captain. Or whatever time of day it might be out here.
That weapon extends to you. I may not like you, but you're still a part of the crew. You're my own, whether my own emotions say otherwise or not.
I will do my best to ensure that your faith in me is well placed.
Well, if it isn't, you're going out an airlock.
Wouldn't be the first time. She walks in.
Without a suit.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right, not too long after this little powwow, R2 sends a little chime through the system, through the intercom, to let you know it's about about time to drop out of hyperspace.
Point of order, considering all the fighting we've done recently. If anybody wanted personal gear, like armor, stuff like that, he would have Yeah. He would have shelled out the cash to get people some armor.
I don't have the materials on me to. Oh wait, yes I do.
I'm just trying to hunt down the book. I know I have it somewhere. I'll find the book and figure out the armor stuff.
Probably an armored vest for everybody, or
Yeah.
maybe a blaster pistol for Doc.
Well, you won't have to worry about Kelser because she does have a protective vest unless there's something better than a protected vest.
Last vest.
Don't you have more than a protective vest? If you've got
full armor.
If you've got a full hermetically sealed set of Mandalorian armor,
I mean,
yeah, better than a protective vest.
Well, it's not Vesker, but I mean, it's just like protective armor. We'd never really.
Durasteel, yeah, but a protective vest is a vest.
Yeah.
If Adobe would.
Even if you have Duraplast or Durasteel, it would still be better than the protective vest.
Is it in the source? Probably the source. Hopefully it's in the source.
On page 137 in the core book.
Bounty Hunter, literally in quotes, armor, 2,500. A flak vest is 300, which is what Iota uses.
You said what page?
137. That's the cost, not what it does.
Yeah, I'm saying it's the cost, what it does.
What's the dice code for it?
1 second.
I don't know.
I can't even find the book on my computer.
Scroll. Table of contents.
It's like one of the last things in the book before it gets to like the ads.
Let's see. Bounty Hunter armor has a 1 die armor code with a dexterity modifier of -1 die.
Oh,
because it's bulky. Protective vest has just a +1. You get a pip, plus pip. Protective helmet's the same way.
I know the flat vest is 1D. Blast vest is 1D. Sorry.
Stormtrooper armor or an armored spacesuit is also 1 die. Armor code -1 die. Dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Which is how most armors go. The higher dice bump it gives you, the more it penalizes your dexterity because it's bulky.
Yeah.
I'd probably requisition a protective helmet to go with the blast vest I have.
Scroll.
But you said
it's 300 credits.
Bounty Hunter was what?
Bounty Hunter is
stat wise.
I mean, stat wise.
Stat wise, it gives you a dice. It's 1D. So that's 1 dice added to your strength when you have to roll versus damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've already been doing that, so I think you may have already had that.
Because that's what the protective armor is. The protective armor is +2 energy, +1d physical to torso. So I'm assuming.
This is another one of those situations where we're looking at different versions.
It might be. Sounds like the stats are the same. It's just the second edition of the game may have started splitting out damage types. More or something.
Might have.
Anyway. So yeah, I've had plenty of time to buy armor and or weaponry if you needed to.
Yep.
So back to R2 telling you you're about to drop out of hyperspace.
Okay.
That's the doorbell. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
All right. Captain, do you make your way to the bridge?
Yeah.
As you get there, RTO tells you he's capable of, dropping out of hyperspace. You didn't have to come up here. He could do it.
Well, yes, but it's always better to be on hand. And he will take a seat in the captain's chair.
You drop out of hyperspace with no issues. You move. You're at the edge of the system. You're moving deeper into the system. There's no inhabited planets in the system, but it has several asteroid belts, like an unusual number of asteroid belts.
Okay.
And you've got the coordinates for the main mine. You're in the Cordell system. As you approach the asteroid that the mine's built into, you get the automated landing beacon. As you approach, the landing bay door is open, and it's the typical, the door slides open. You've got the force shield up. You drift into the bay. You sit down without any trouble.
Yeah.
The droid, they've got like a droid traffic controller. Welcomes you to the station. Tells you were expected. The supplies and all that.
Yeah.
And that he's sure some of the staff will be out to greet you as soon as possible.
Okay. He will head down to the bay, tell the loader droid to start getting everything together, and he will wait until the staff comes out to actually open the door.
BL-17 has taken his place by the ramp.
Yeah. I would like to say, in case of BL-17, I would have gotten him a Blast Tech medium repeater.
Okay.
So he has a repeater rifle.
He's quite pleased with the upgrade.
Yes. I just have to remember that he does 7D for damage instead of 5D.
But so yeah, you're waiting for somebody to show up in the bay, and then you wait some more. The loading droids have, you've got what, 2 of the loader droids or just 1?
Just the one.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the first pallet of stuff or container of stuff. He's rolled over waiting on the door to open.
Does it seem to be locked or something?
Well, no, the captain just hasn't opened your. Hasn't opened the
our
ramp
game
yet.
plan.
Yeah,
We're still on the ship.
Yeah.
He's waiting on somebody to show up before he opens the plank. Open the game plank.
Gotcha.
But he just keep waiting and nobody seems to be showing up.
This seems kind of fishy.
Wait here. He'll tell the droids, then he'll go to his room and get all of his combat gear.
Knife, blaster
Knife.
rifle. Ugh.
Yeah, basically.
Straight
Bronze
razor,
sword for good luck.
Straight razor in his boot just in case.
Yeah. He'll come back out.
BL-17's like, I don't like this situation, Captain.
I don't either. That's why I'm armed.
You should never not be armed.
I'm always armed.
All right, I'll go out first. See what's going on.
I'll go with fuck names.
Kelser?
Kelser. Yes, sorry. I'll go with Kelser, but like, while I assume they're going to be in the skies, I will not be.
Well, you're inside a building, so I don't know how in the skies she'll be.
Yeah,
Sure.
she's not gonna use her jetpack.
I mean,
All
the
right.
docking bay area is high enough that you could.
But
If
there's
you
probably
really
no.
wanted to.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go with Kelser.
Okay. You venture out into the landing bay, or the cargo bay. Nothing seems out of place other than the lack of people.
Is it
There's some cargo
quiet?
containers over against one wall or the other. It's fairly quiet. I mean, there's some... you can hear the station's, life support kind of going,
So there's like a light hum of electricity.
Yeah, the lights are on, the air is circulating. There's not like a smell of smoke or like any signs of conflict or...
And you said there was cargo boxes against the wall?
Yes.
Kelser's gonna go check those out real quick.
Some of them are kind of, crate that'd be on like a pallet size, and then some of them are more like cargo containers.
Mm-hmm.
That y'all could probably fit one of them in your ship's lower deck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate magnify senses.
Okay.
It's just the classic vampire ability from VTM.
Wrong system, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the wrong system, but it's the same basic concept.
Sure now.
It's just your normal senses that they're just amped up.
Yes. That's a success. It's a very easy difficulty, so that's a 5, and I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. And does it give you like bonus dice for perception, or how does it work?
Let's see. Power allows a Jedi to increase the effectiveness of their normal senses to perceive things that otherwise would be impossible without artificial aids. They can hear behind their normal hearing due to distance or softness. Likewise, they can see. It just tells me. It doesn't seem to give me a benefit, or it doesn't give me a concrete mechanical benefit.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, that's
more than
that's
likely
the
what I would
MPI.
just do is basically, you wouldn't have any kind of range penalties.
Sure.
Like,
And
you wouldn't
with
be able to hear
that-
so far away. But...
Right. And with that, I would like to make a search roll to like try to look around.
All right.
Looking at the boxes, with the boxes, I rolled a 14.
You crack open one of the crate-sized ones, and it is kind of general supplies, stuff you'd expect, a mining facility to probably go through. The crate you're looking in is only about half full. Like they've just been unloading it as they needed the stuff.
Yeah.
I got a 23 on my search.
You don't see or hear anything particular,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little weird because you're not hearing any people in the distance.
Right.
You do pick up a faint coppery smell, though.
Like blood, coppery, or like
Could be.
metal? Do I get a general direction?
Down one of the hallways leading out of the.
Counselor, I think I've got something.
All right.
Can you stay close? I'm gonna go investigate it.
Stay close to the ship or stay close to you.
To me.
Yeah. And they would follow. Guns
And
ready.
yeah, Ozan will go investigate it.
All right, you move down the hallway
Mhm.
and around a bend.
Quietly, because if Ozan thinks it's blood, quietly.
As you round one of the bends in the hallway, you see a body. Appears to be human. Looks like it's been mauled by something.
Ah. Captain, I've got a body.
Wunderbar. Alright.
Just a little ways past the body is the door to like the control room that would control the where the traffic control guy would be or droid would be, and you know.
Is there a sense of like, is there like a CSI thing here where it's like, it came from this, the blood splatter came from this direction, whatnot.
Oh,
Enhance.
How recent does the body look? The death.
the blood is it's not dried out, but it's pretty tacky. It's
Coagulated at this point.
Yes.
Mm.
But the body has definitely not been here, real long.
Maybe an hour or two.
Good day.
I'm sorry for whatever you're Googling right now, Jason.
That search
I'm not
history,
trying
though.
to hide a body.
Pig farm.
I'm running a stream.
Yeah, pig farm, Smith Lake's awful deep,
Pigs eat anything.
and
That's
everything.
Mm-hmm. I think it's short of like teeth and hair.
I think they may actually do the hair.
But from what I've, they don't. So that's.
I don't think they
the only thing is-
digest it.
Oh, well, possibly not.
I mean, then you just take the teeth and hair, embed them into a concrete block, and just toss that into a random lake.
No. You stick the teeth up under your pillow and let the tooth fairy in.
Double dipping.
Anyway,
Tangents.
for the
I
NSA
think I'm
listening
going to
in,
file that ideal away in case I ever run a Monster Hunter game or something.
for the NSA listening in, that was a joke.
It was a joke.
Good grief.
We
Also,
may
enjoy
run
the
a
show.
re-
The
Also follow.
NSA is only worried about national security.
Uh-huh.
If you're whacking your
F-
neighbor, they don't care.
FBI agents. This is not what it looks like.
But also, drop a follow if you like us.
Followed by the NSA. Very elite list. Not sure if we like being.
Thinking of all the actual plays that probably would be on there if they were that picky.
Getting us back out of this tangent.
Yes, please.
Do I see any like or if I go through like the pockets or whatever, is there anything identifying for this person? ID card, job badge.
His little jumpsuit's got like a name tag on it.
Mhm.
Daenor, Nali.
Daenor?
I think that's Deonor.
Daenor, yeah.
Nali, Nalle.
Daenor Nali. Well, jumpsuits, like they're a worker here. All right.
Yeah, it looks like you imagine it's a fairly typical work uniform.
Then I would have amended when I reported the body. Would have been like body, probably somebody who it looks like somebody who worked here.
Killed by.
Don't know yet.
Unknown.
Something with teeth and claws.
Kelser would walk towards the door. That obviously the dead guy was coming from.
Watching their six.
Coming from or going to, he was right in the area anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blast doors are down.
Well, that's interesting. O's it in her head. I can open this. I don't know if I want to.
Can you though? You've been dropping that cube a lot.
But yeah, if Kelser tries to open the door, it's locked.
Yeah.
Io, would you mind scanning the system for any other traffic in the area?
Yep. Do you want me to try and hack into anything?
After you check the system. I want to make sure we're not getting set up.
She will. What am I scanning? Just traffic, stories of anything, wild life.
Werewolves.
They're wolves.
Uh-huh.
Just whatever. Not sure what we're dealing with yet.
Scanning for whatever. Gotcha, Captain.
You check the communication. Oh yeah, give me a roll.
Just computer? Computer or security?
I guess just computer.
That's a 20.
That's pretty good. So you scan through all the communication bands. The only signals coming back and forth from the station and anywhere out there is some automated probes. Where they've sent stuff out to kind of, check the surrounding asteroids, look for anything else mining-wise. There's a communication relay at the edge of the system that it's, all of it's relaying back to the station, a lot of automated stuff.
Did you actually talk to anybody, or did you just pick up this job, to pick up a job?
Robot.
That's what I was about to ask. Is
you spoke to somebody at the company that owns this station?
Okay.
There was some kind of snafu, and the delivery company that they usually use couldn't make this shipment, so they just kind of grabbed somebody just to keep the regular shipment of supplies coming.
Okay.
Y'all were playing fill-in guys, basically.
Right. Well, there's kind of the fill-in group right now. Why?
There ain't much in the way of chatter. She's not going to say anything, but she's going to start scanning for security and stuff.
Are you trying to hack into the station system?
If they have any kind of cameras around, trying to see like if there's anyone living around. She's not gonna like try and change people's personal information or anything. Just get a peek
You would
around
need to get
the area.
access to the station's systems. In Star Wars, I don't think they have Wi-Fi. But there's a console on the wall of the chamber of the hangar bay.
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, it's on her vest and helmet. I'm gonna go check something out. I'll be back.
All right.
All right, but at 32,
He'll tell the loader droid to start putting everything back. And BL, you're with me.
it gives an annoyed beep and turns around and heads back to the cargo bay or back to.
Don't forget Doc.
There's no other door, right? Just the one door.
Just this one door with the blast door on it.
If you go further down the hallway, I'm sure there's other rooms, but yeah.
Well, Kelso would go further down and check all these other rooms out real quick.
Okay. You see like a cafeteria. There's a couple of smaller offices. Probably for the site manager.
Any other
Completely
bodies?
uninhabited?
So far, no.
But also nobody else there.
No, not yet.
And there aren't any other like loading droids or anything running around?
No, there was some loading machinery parked in the bay. But no, the only droid you're aware of is the one that you talked to, the traffic control one.
I wonder if there's a way to set up a comm link with that person again, or that droid again.
Io, you get into the system. There are cameras watching the bay here. And there's a camera in their medical bay. You're not 100% sure where that's at in the station, but it has a camera. Like they wanted to be able to keep an eye on the drugs.
That feels a little weird, but okay. She's gonna like scroll through just kind of do like a cursory scan, see if she can see any people or
something else in the
creatures.
medical bay. Something else you see in the medical bay catches your attention, so you probably stop scrolling at that point.
Enhance.
I'm just picturing her putting her fingers on the screen and going. Though that's a very not Star Wars thing to do. There appears to be bodies laid out on the beds in the medical bay. They're completely covered, so you can't be, pretty sure, or can't be completely sure, but bodies under a sheet have a particular look to them.
Corpses. Guys, looks like the dead guy probably has company, kind of.
Living or dead?
I mean, corpses in the med bay, it looks like.
That sounds normal.
How many?
How many?
Appears to be 3.
3? I mean, usually they just don't leave dead bodies just laying out.
That makes 4 then. Check for others, see if there's any more bodies.
Yep.
Io, can you see us where we are right now if you're looking at the cam footage?
She's like scrolling through trying to find him.
No, there's not a whole lot of cameras in this place.
Okay.
Nah.
There's a blast door in front of me over here by the. This is what the traffic control. Is that what you said it was?
Yes.
There's a blast door. Is there any way you could get this open?
Could she get it open from where she is? Or would she need to go over there?
You probably need to go over there.
Give me 1 second. I'm en route.
Appreciate it.
Go over there and try and open the door.
All right. Give me a security roll. You break out your equipment and you start plugging it into the keypad.
You have that super bonus from your kit.
Oh shoot, yeah I do. Lockbreaker.
I think it's an additional 2D, if I remember correctly.
That sounds like something of a dubious legality.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care.
I'll have to remember that when I have your ship searched.
Where is the... Oh, Lockbreaker requires a moderate security roll to activate and a difficult computer programming roll. Oh, no, it's security kit. Never mind, that was another thing. Gives the user a +1D bonus on security rolls, provides a +1D on any repair rolls.
Okay.
I'm just going to add that into my security and repair thing. Well, no, I'll keep it separate.
Well, I'll say that's what I did for mine, just so I don't forget about it. I went
You
ahead and
can-
added it in.
So you can also add in your technical, in that blank space, you can just make that your hacker's kit or whatever.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that, but I'll just roll 2D.
Okay, so you're just want to roll the extra dice to add to the 23.
I mean, why not?
Yes, I would like to make that a 32.
All right, that lets you get through. So the blast doors shoot up, at which point you're confronted with just a regular door, but that opens fine.
Lightsaber at the ready.
Blaster out.
The door opens.
Yeah, blaster out.
You see a protocol. Well, it's not quite a protocol droid, but that's the closest thing I can think of to what it looks like.
I'll say at this point, Aira and BL would have joined them.
Where's Doc?
That's a good idea. Where is Doc?
I mean, I would have to say Doc would be there with y'all unless y'all specified and didn't need him.
Nope. Just, I think you went to use the restroom at like an inopportune moment as we were all moving.
Yeah, I think somebody specifically gone. Don't forget Doc.
Yep.
So yeah, you're there. You see the dead body, clearly been mauled by a wild animal, or well, something with teeth and claws. I mean, I suppose it could be something intelligent with teeth and claws. But yeah. Anyway, the doors open. That little, humanoid droid, like I said, more like a protocol droid than anything else. Sort of turns around as the door opens and throws up its hands. Because, y'all are all like heavily armed.
Yep.
Oh my.
Classic protocol droids. Ozone walks in.
Where's the rest of the crew?
They're further back in the mine. Mr. Nolly was supposed to be... Oh dear, is that him? He just notices the body back behind y'all.
This is Mr. Nolly.
Oh, that's dreadful.
Do you have any idea what could have done that here? And I'll point at the lacerations and claw marks.
Some sort of animal, I suppose? There's not supposed to be any in the asteroid field, though. Well, perhaps a Minox. Minox, is that what they're called?
I don't think Minox get that big.
Question. Because Ayrta is aware of the size and functionality of BL's retractable claw blades. Do these look to be about the same size?
Give me a medical roll.
Things I'm not good at. Whatever. Medical. Okay. He would also consult with Doc, because Doc be there.
Well, Doc can give a roll too then.
9! Because I've got 2D in this.
Please hold as your magic droid finds his dice. Medicine roll coming up.
All right.
25, Cap.
That's a little better than a 9.
Then a 9, yeah. The most I could get is a 12, so.
So yeah, the Cap makes sure. Doc, you can tell that no, this would not match anything you'd consider a knife, really.
Okay.
It's not as clean a cut as you'd get with a metal blade. And it was definitely something bigger than the knives that BL can pop.
Okay.
By the way, is he with you, or did you leave him guarding the ship?
Oh, he's with us.
Okay.
He told R2 to lock the ship down. And he has the buzz droids chilling in the cargo bay to, if something gets through and forces the door open, attack mode.
If anything gets through the door, disassemble it.
Yeah, that isn't us, basically.
That's gonna be fun.
I mean,
if we come back, if we come back, vapes.
If we come back to an open door and there's a whole bunch of disassembled stuff, it's like, well, free cargo, free salvage.
That's organic, though.
I mean, if it's not organic, but yes.
So far. I think I'll take the protocol droid and be like, "Where are the mines?"
He's going to give me down this hallway to the side. In fact, he'll pull up a schematic. We went it with. He gives you a kind of a schematic of the base section that leads back to the mines.
Okay.
They are in a room built into a kind of a newer section they just recently started mining. Because yes, it's been a dreadful couple of days. A few of the miners had been found dead. I don't know the details. My station is here. But then we went into a security lockdown. And the last I heard, the rest of the miners were taking shelter in I don't know enough about mining to know what sort of spare rooms you'd have. One of the refining rooms at the mouth of the mine.
Do you know who initiated the security lockdown?
Oh yes, it was initiated by Supervisor Doan.
Supervisor Doan.
He's like, I don't know what caused her to initiate it, but that's when the blast door dropped and.
I guess we'll see what we can do.
That would be much appreciated.
Nods at the droid. Looks at the captain.
I'm here to do a job and get paid, so the sooner we figure it out, the sooner we can get out of here.
That's the spirit. And she starts moving towards the mines.
Okay.
Oh, we have a map. Sick.
Uh-oh.
Oops. I moved y'all
We're
around,
in
didn't I?
danger.
We're in
No,
danger.
there's no danger here.
Are you
Uh-huh.
sure about that?
Uh-huh.
Everything
Oh, what?
is fine.
Hold on. Does this work? No, it doesn't. God damn it.
I feel like I
Give me a
should.
description, I guess.
I figure like we just need that John Cena meme just like popping up. I was like, are you sure about that?
I tried doing macros, and all it did was give me that. It didn't give me the. It didn't give me the actual dice roll. That's fine.
Excuse me.
Alright, so you move back into this area. And you pass some other rooms like this.
Mhm.
That that lead off into other mine shafts. The droid I told you this was a newer shaft. They had just been they'd just been working this one for a few weeks. But so y'all are here in the that room he was talking about is kind of like right over here.
Those that'll move up and get to like where that split in the road is, and see the split in the cave, I guess, and then we'll activate Magnify Sense again.
Okay.
Is BL on here?
To success.
No, I had not.
Do you have a token for BL?
It seems like I should.
E.
But I may not have ever made him one. Do we have a character sheet for him? No.
No, we do not. If you give me another sheet, I can quickly type him up from that page that I found his stats in. I'll be a little distracted while we're doing things while I'm typing that up, but
Well, no, I just mean if he had a sheet, then I would probably have given him a token.
no, yeah, just say if you hand me a sheet, I can put his stats in and his equipment and such.
All right, should be there now.
Okay, I will get on that then.
And we'll just throw down a filler for him. It's kind of droid looking.
Mm-hmm.
Got your Warhammer and my Star Wars.
It's actually the token for one of the characters in my Icons game. But who is a powered armored guy. Anyway, in space.
All right, so yeah, I got the Magnified Senses up. Gonna listen for anything and see if there's anything besides the sheer, like, I assume it's very quiet in like the mining areas. If there's no one mining.
You think you hear something moving around over here. Glancing over there, you see there's another blast door down.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a door on the map, but assume there's a door right here.
Sure.
From down the other way, deeper into the mine. You hear sniffling, a little bit of snarling. And where at first it wasn't very loud, but then there's the sound of moving around like something's becoming alert.
Oh, I don't have to do that. I'll start stepping back a little bit, and I'm stage whispering now, so assume I'm saying this much quieter. We've got contacts.
Lovely.
Sound feral.
Do you,
She'll-
know how, do you know how many?
Do I know how many?
I know you weren't able to quite tell because everything's echoing around.
Sure. Unknown, but sounds feral. Might have our beastie.
You do hear the sound of claws on stone. Imagine any pet you've had that ran across a tile floor or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Crack open the lightsaber as I hear it. Does it sound like it's getting closer?
Oh yeah, like it's beelining to you.
Ah. Very good. Lightsaber out.
Let's see, where you're at, you won't see them till they round this corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Ira will have his rifle out, ready. He'll tell BL to have the repeater ready.
Kelser would start walking towards Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so they round the corner. You see three animals. They're quadruped. They're
Pets!
armored to some degree.
No. Natural armor or like metal?
No, like osteoderms, think like a
chitin.
not like a
Chitinous,
armadillo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like an alligator's, but maybe a little larger plates.
Smoochums.
I couldn't find a really good picture for us. I'm reusing some tokens from the Esper Genesis game.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's been 3 years. It's back in vogue.
Huh. I have BL's sheet put together.
Ah, excellent. Yeah, it's a picture from a postage stamp from somewhere in Eastern Europe.
They really like their cryptids over there.
No, it's a prehistoric creature that the first one was unearthed in that country is why they put it on their
Gotcha.
postage stamp. But anyway, clawed, decent-sized fangs, and it's weird. They're running, they're running like full speed.
Mhm.
But as they round the corner, you're not sensing a lot of aggression out of them at first, Ozen. And they come to a halt when they see you. And then it's like they're confused for a second, and then they start growling. Let me check their dexterity. And just real quickly, oh wait, I should have an initiative list for y'all. Okay. So yeah.
Don't forget me this time.
Rappy is first. Actually, what is Keltzer's dex?
Her deck should be 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
4D.
Out of y'all, Rappy is first.
I hate that.
Out of y'all.
Then the captain. Then Io. This is weird. About every other one of y'all I've got listed by y'all's name. And then the other one's listed by the character's name. That's not going to be confusing at all. Ozen. Doc. Let me go here and change Rapid to Keltzer. Just so everybody matches. Everybody. And then the critters. Alright, so starting at the bottom of the initiative order. So Doc, you've seen, you heard Ozen say that. You see these creatures around the corner, skid to a stop, kind of give Ozen a look and a sniff, and then get aggressive. What are you planning to do?
Probably come around to, if it's within my movement range, to probably about right here.
Okay.
That's about be all I do for right now.
Alright, go ahead and move your guy then, because you do your actual movements during the declaration phase.
Okay.
I was going to double check on what the... Let's see. Let's see. Walking characters have 5 movement points. A running character has 10. So yeah, you shouldn't have any trouble making that distance. Ozen.
Ozen's going to do the Star Wars equivalent of a Dark Souls roll back this way. And still have her weapon ready, but she's not going to attack until they come to her.
Is it a roll or like a backstep? Like, did you just hit B, or were you holding down the joystick and hitting B?
That's fair. I did hold the joystick back and B. That's more like that's more of like a backstep then. The Legend of Zelda like backflip.
I've been playing too much Elden Ring.
Yep. And yeah, she'll swipe at whatever comes at her.
Okay. Io. Are you gonna run up to the front too?
She'll move up, but she's gonna hold any fire.
Okay.
If anything starts making, like actually attacking, then she will fire.
Okay. So go ahead and put your token where you want
it. She's not getting in the front.
Behind the armored lady and the lady with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not stupid. Yeah.
It's smart. I respect it.
She does hacking and slicing very well. Fighting.
Ozen also does slicing very well.
Well.
You went there. How dare.
I've gotta go.
Alright, Iria.
He is going to hold his ground here, or take aim. If they attack, then he'll shoot.
Okay.
And he will tell BL the same thing. If they attack, then you're free to fire.
Affirmative. Keltzer.
Are they hostile?
They have taken a hostile stance, yes.
Okay. Cause. Okay, yeah, she's just going to shoot first and ask questions later.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is, wait, let's see what they do. Keltzer's like,
They're still going to go before her, apparently.
I shoot if they do something. I shoot if they do something. I shoot if they charge us. So I started blasting.
Yeah. I mean, if it works.
Alright, then it's the critters go. They are charging forward and attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see, what's their... Oh, yeah, everybody's got about that. So this one can get to Keltzer, or get to Ozen. This one will get to Keltzer. And this one is going to run. And kind of get past his buddies, almost like he's trying to do a flanking maneuver.
Combat tactics?
Pack hunting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. All that pack hunting.
Or pack tactics, if you will.
Get out.
Hey, you say that, but a Kobold Artificer Battlesmith that rides his Steel Guardian into battle technically always has advantage on his attacks because the Steel Guardian is an ally within 5 feet.
I feel like I should write that down.
I hate that. I hated every word in that sentence.
There were so many words in that sentence, and I dissociated through most of them.
This is the BS I come up with when I get bored at work.
Yep.
I was sitting there thinking about it going, I wonder. I looked it up on lunch, before I nearly got hit by a car.
Wait, what?
That sounds like a story that we will revisit after session.
We'll
Yeah,
tangent there
sure.
later.
Put a
Alright.
pin in that one for now.
Fair enough.
Alright, so...
Unless someone in the chat demands a story, in which case then I'll share.
No, we're good.
So anyway, they move to like encircle you. Excuse me. And they get to act first. That's what I was forgetting. I didn't get my dice down.
Dice help.
Dice are useful.
Yeah.
Alright. So first one's going after Keltzer.
Alrighty, we're dodging.
We will henceforth call this one red. Just so we can keep them separate. Alright. That's right. Alright. 4, 5, 6. Alright, so it got an 18.
Hold on. That's 25.
Alright. A 25 on your dodge?
Yes.
Or no, it would be melee parry? Because this is not a ranged attack, it's biting you.
21.
Okay. But you already beats him, so he definitely did hit. They don't really have a difficulty on the chart for natural weapons.
I'd assume it'd be easy.
Yeah, like a staff and a club is as well. So, and it's only doing strength damage. So yeah. All right. So with a 21, that means he needed a 26 to hit. He got an 18. He did not hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The one in front of Ozin is going after Ozin.
Okay. It's a lot of math. I don't like this.
23.
Fucking it.
Not dodging? Well, you have to clear that before I tell you, I guess.
Yep.
All right, so needed a 5, so definitely a hit. Give me a strength roll.
3 plus 1 pip.
Roll high, just say.
I did not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total.
Oh, sweet lord.
Uh-huh.
Did you add in your armor?
Yep. Go on. Tell me how I'm mortally wounded and or dead.
All right, so you got an 8.
Uh-huh.
They rolled a 20.
Uh-huh. I'm incapacitated.
Let's see. Double would be 16. Yeah, because you doubled it, but did not.
Did not triple it.
Did not triple it. So yeah, you get 2 big old claws just kind of rake down the whole front of you.
Yep.
Excuse me. And then green in the back. He's in a target-rich environment.
Yeah, he is.
I'm just going to roll a dice.
Oh boy.
His other 2 buddies are occupied with other toys.
So I'm going to roll a d6. 1 or 2 is Kelter. 3 or 4 is Ozin. 5 or 6 is Ido.
Shall I?
Go for it.
No, I'm rolling it.
Oh.
You said someone.
Well, I'm someone.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, got a 3. So, Ozin.
Yeah?
I tried.
I mean, I did too.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good.
Alright, so it's...
I was a little insulted.
Are you going to dodge?
There's not a dodge I can make right now.
Oh, that's right.
Incapacitated.
Where was that at? 10, 16... Oh, 26?
Yep.
Give me a strength roll.
Uh-huh.
You do the minus dice are not for the strength roll, I don't believe.
Yep.
I think that's just
and
that.
I still rolled. I rolled even lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total.
Alright, let's get those 3 6s out of the way.
Uh-huh.
So that's a 23. What'd you get?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is triple. I am dead.
I think you're just incapacitated. Or not incapacitated, but mortally wounded. I don't think there's an auto thing that drops it any further than that. Alright, let's see here. So y'all see Ozin go down.
Every game, at least one of your characters.
Seems to be a trend.
It picks the hardest fucking one to play, so that's on me.
Is what it is.
Also, usually they end up fine.
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually
Okay.
it's a narrative thing, not a combat thing. I'm usually pretty good at combat.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hit the ground. You're mortally wounded.
Yep.
Which means I think you start losing strength dice. I forget. There's a death roll, death save mechanic sort of thing. But you've got a medical droid 10 feet from you, so
2 of them technically.
We'll just put a little skull on you, just so we don't forget. All right, so that was the 3 beasties. Kelter, your go.
Alrighty, since they're close, we will have to go melee. Okay. So she's going to stab one of them with her knife. The one in front of her.
Okay. It is not going to dodge.
Okay. $23.
All right, 23. That's definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Are the dice penalties cumulative, or is it still just 1?
What do you mean?
I have stuff that I can do on my next turn. I have a thing that I can do on my next turn.
Strength plus 1.
Something that kind of a self-revive sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm asking
when we get back to your turn, we'll look into it.
Force users are broken,
I got to get there first.
15?
Yeah. Remember, there was one thing I read. It's usually like no force users or all force users, because usually a mix of it, the force users will start just overshadowing everybody else.
Again, got to get there first.
Yeah. I'm here for the power dynamic. I'm not the power character this time. It's you.
I ain't doing shit with the foreign control yet. The only thing I'm doing with foreign control is 9 dice on my lightsaber damage.
All right, so it got a 26 on its body, on its toughness save or whatever, or roll.
Okay.
Strength roll, that's what it's called. Get it right eventually. So what did you get on your damage?
15.
All right. So it beat but did not double, so it's stunned, so it's at -1 dice, and that was red. Red -1d. That's for 1 round, of course. Captain.
Well, they took hostile action.
They most definitely did.
So I'm firing away. Fire away. Ricochet. Okay. 12, 16. Okay, so 10, 22, 26.
All right, that's definitely a hit.
It's like they split into 2. The left side, 6, 6, 5, 5. Right side, 3, 1.
So an average-ish roll if you factor it all together.
Yeah. 5d plus 2.
All right, it got a 15 on its strength.
Damage isn't great. 19.
All right, so a 19. It got a 15, so that beats it. Which one are you shooting at? I mean, Gring's the closest one and the one next to Io.
He'll be going after the one next to Io.
Okay. So that's on Green. Green is wounded.
And he will tell BL, fire on my target.
Affirmative. And say, what was your dex?
Mine's 3d plus 1.
Io, what's your dex?
3.
All right, Ozen, what's your dex?
2d plus 2.
Okay. So we will put.
You're in the right order.
Well, I realized I had not put BL in the initiative order.
Yep.
So BL will
He
go after
should be ahead
Io.
of me.
Yeah, he's between you and Sarah.
Gotcha.
All right, so that was Cap. Io.
She is going to fire at. There's penalties for point blank on blasters, correct?
I believe so.
Or is that just... Am I confusing my systems?
Well,
I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah.
I thought there was. That's why I didn't shoot.
Because I wasn't seeing anything in the chart.
you know, I remember.
BL.
I remember Rappy always saying at point blank, so I've got a stab, but I don't know that I ever actually looked it up to see if that was a thing.
Yeah, there's...
BL has absolutely shot me with his fucking rifle at close range, at like point blank.
See,
Yeah.
I thought we talked about that like the first like session or something, session 0.
Like in the difficulty number chart, combat point blank range, it's a 3 to 5 difficulty scale. It was like minute.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Long range is 16 to 20. Okay. So now I'll know, because I guess I was doing some type and then that's...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something in one of the later editions, or just an ideal that we're used to from D&D.
That's possible.
Probably.
We're just mixing the streams.
Yeah.
Well then, hail. She's gonna shoot at green.
I know I was doing that with I was applying kind of how you do dodges in this to the Feng Shui game I'm running, and dodges do not work like that in Feng Shui. All right, so Io is shooting.
She's shooting to green.
All right. A 12 will hit because it is not dodging.
Okay. 15.
5, 10, 16, 17, 19, 20. So it beat your damage roll, but it did not double it, so it is stunned. Alright. Then it is BL-17.
He will shoot at the same target Ira did.
Alright.
$18.
That is a hit.
Okay. Or... $30 for damage.
Yeesh, 19. Alright, so 19. So you beat him, but you did not double. So that's a wound. On top of him already being wounded, that makes him incapacitated. So he's now at -2 dice. Be -3 on his next action because he's also stunned. But
Yeah.
I guess that answers my question.
See.
Well, he's not getting the -1 dice for wounded, then -2 dice. That's not becoming -3 for like the wound and incapacitated.
Oh, okay.
You know, if you're at wounded, it's -1. If you're at incapacitated, it's a -2.
Yeah,
mortally wounded that doesn't actually have a dice penalty because you generally can't take actions. But yes, you're a special girl, we know.
Yeah.
All right, so that was BL. Green is not looking good. Ozen, what is it that you can do while mortally wounded?
Has to be on the next round.
Do what now?
Has to be on the next round.
Oh, okay. So you are going to miss this round.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the last thing she does once again is deactivates the lightsaber so it doesn't like go and hit somebody astray.
Generally, when you drop a lightsaber, it goes off.
Yeah, she's keeping it in her hand though.
You're mortally wounded.
Uh-huh. It doesn't go flying dramatically in combat. It stays within your general area. That's movie shit.
All right, so Ozen is skipping this time. Doc, you're up.
Well, seeing as how a teammate has fallen down right in front of him, it's time to act and time to do what he does best. Gonna slide on over to Ozen and administer some first aid to get them back up and running if possible.
Where are those dice? Try that also has. I am mortally wounded, so that is looks like the DC is a up 20, which should be easy. Should be easy for you.
Keyword is should. However, I can't do that until the end.
No, it's your turn.
Okay.
Unless I'm missing something from Jason.
Yeah, it hasn't gone into the next round as far as I'm aware.
That's fair.
Yeah, Doc is the end of the round.
Sure.
But yeah, you had a little movement left, so I would say you could step over there to Ozen without any trouble.
Alright. Here's to hoping a medicine check is good. It's a 24, we clear. The difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that moves Ozen up from mortally wounded to just incapacitated?
Yeah, it should.
I believe so.
I was just verifying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's where I am right now, yeah.
So I'll take the little skull off.
I'm still going to do the thing anyway.
You know, as it pleases you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's at the beginning of the round. It isn't even like a part of initiative order.
All right.
So I'm going to activate Remain Conscious. I'm going to trust in the Force because holy hell.
Well, you're already conscious because.
It's weird because it has control. It has difficulties for like stunned, incapacitated, and mortally wounded. So, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Do you have it? We can post it in the chat right quick.
Yeah. Do. That's why I put them in my bio so I could come back to them.
All right.
It's one of those things where it's like I don't think they would put a difficulty for something that would not apply to.
Well, I'm just wondering if you roll it now, even though you're conscious.
Mm-hmm. Because stunned makes sense. You're stunned.
Yeah.
Incapacitated or mortally wounded makes sense because mortally wounded. But why would there be an incapacitated difficulty roll?
Well, no. I'm saying it would get you up, but I'm saying Doc has already got you up.
Yeah.
That was what I was considering. But yeah, go ahead and roll it. And it will be basically be in effect if you get knocked down again.
Yep.
And technically, while mortally wounded, every round you have to make a strength roll to not die. But all you gotta do is beat the number of rounds you've been unconscious. So the first round, it's impossible, to fail.
Yep. I have a strength rating of 2. It would have made it.
Well, if you roll one dice, you're gonna make it because you're gonna roll at least a 1.
Yeah. What is that difficulty for incapacitated is moderate? That's 15, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Pass. So.
Well, it's difficult for mortally wounded. Oh, wait, you're rolling
Right.
it at the moderate level
I am.
because you're now at
Yeah.
moderate. Okay.
I'm incapacitated, yeah.
We'll get it sorted eventually.
Yep. So,
All right.
I'm up. So, you just watch her just get up again.
All right. Okay, but you lose all other actions for the round.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then we'll begin the initiative order. Doc, what are you doing this round? If you're talking, you're muted.
Thank you. My apologies. Well, what can I theoretically do?
Stab someone with the drill like an apothecary.
Well, I was just looking at my equipment. I technically have a hypodermic injectors, which does a 4d stun damage.
Well, you could potentially stun it then.
So I mean, I can
And like we
stun
said,
Blue.
there was time that if Doc wanted a hand, how about to say hand cannon? If Doc wanted a blaster, he could have gotten one. I don't know what kind of skill he's got with it, but
what when it comes to blasters? Where would that be? Be a D2.
Also,
he wouldn't be that good at it.
But shooting point blank, it would still be usable.
So the power said, if I am successful, I get one more action. It's the last paragraph. But that's all. That goes back in initiative order.
Okay.
If I'm reading it right.
Son, please stop. Yeah, that'd be about all Doc does. So try to stun it. Or do some
All right,
stun
try to stun
damage.
the blue's the one you can reach. So
Yes, sir.
I guess this would be a melee attack because
Well, I guess.
I'm assuming you have to reach out and poke it.
I mean, it doesn't matter anything under that dexterity tree. It's all
That's
a D2.
true. It's just going to be dex. So.
Oh, I'm just saying melee parry, heavy weapons, all of it's a D2.
All right.
So.
Give me a roll.
I'll give you melee. I highly doubt it's going to do anything, but here we go. A whopping 3.
Okay, I think you needed a 5 to hit.
Yeah, no. Even with 2 dice, RNG said no. You get a 1 and a 2. Good luck, son.
It just keeps wiggling around. He won't hold still. It's very unruly.
Is this us calling our shots?
Oh, that's right. He technically wouldn't have had to make the roll yet.
That's what I was starting to think. I was just like, I didn't think I.
Yeah, this initiative system is taking me a long time to grok. I don't know why.
It's also was weird because I did do something before initiative.
All right, Ozen, what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to activate control pain on my turn.
Okay.
I'm also fucking off.
Well, yeah, but if you're gonna move, go ahead and move. All right.
Yeah.
BL-17, what's he doing?
He's gonna shoot the same target he shot at.
Okay.
That was his order.
Io, what are you gonna do?
Shooting the bad puppers.
Poor bad peppers. Captain Aria, what are you doing?
Shooting the same target he shot at.
Okay. Keltzer.
I would say she would want to get out of there, but I don't know if she can.
I don't think there's any attacks of opportunity rules.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna back up. How many is that?
Oh, you've got 5 movement points. And I'm trying to remember if that comes out to 5 squares or that comes out to...
It's probably your call. They probably didn't envision maps.
No, some of the games came with maps.
Hmm.
They were just a very odd scale. Well, they were like Star Frontiers. They were copying Star Frontiers.
Hmm.
Alright. 1 inch costs 1 movement point. A square is an inch.
Okay. So 5 squares.
Yeah. So very
Okay.
similar to... But not, similar to D&D, but just short by 1.
Hmm.
Can I move and shoot, or one or the other?
You can move 5 without any penalties.
Okay.
That's walking. If you run, you can move 10, but it counts as an action and penalizes you if you do any other actions.
Okay. So yeah, I would move and then shoot.
All right.
So,
That's just Pathfinder.
kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some similarities there. So go ahead and move, because you move in this part of it. You move in the declaration part.
Okay.
All right. Critter 6 is going after the captain. The captain has annoyed him.
Okay.
Red is chasing Keltzer. And as you take off, it's making it. It's not a roar or a bark. It's more similar to the noise that hyenas make.
Oh, great.
So it
Okay.
almost sounds like a laugh. But it echoes through the tunnels. And you can hear... you can hear calls being made in response to it.
Like
Like,
not out of from the other 2.
not the ones in this room, no. It's like one dog starts barking in the neighborhood, all the other dogs start talking back to him.
Hate that.
In blue, Ozen got away, but Io is just right there. So blue's going to go after Io. All right.
Yeehaw.
Moving into the action phase. We'll let blue go first.
Melee parry, correct?
Correct. Let's see. His dex is... Yeah. So that's a 19.
Wait, that didn't roll right. I have a 3D in that. I'm just going to roll one more
Okay. that's fine.
dice and you can take the one off. So,
So that's 12.
11. No, because I don't have a plus
I
one.
got you.
11.
So that's 11
Yep.
plus the 5 it has to have to hit you. In blue was the undamaged one. Alright, so that's a 16. So you got a 16, he got a 19. So you were wounded.
I got a 12 and he got a 19. Oh, the plus 5. Never mind.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
All right. So anyway, like I said, you're wounded.
Okay.
Let's see. That was blue. Green attacks the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dodging?
I am.
Okay.
10, so 15.
All right. He got an 18. So
Okay.
you were wounded.
Rolling for armor.
Did you forget to roll your armor in there?
No, that was the dodge.
Oh, that's.
I also forgot the armor roll.
I also forgot the armor roll. I only have a +2 armor code because I just got the vest and the helm.
Yeah, but it's a different roll than just the hit roll.
That's your strength plus your armor. So
Okay.
it'd be like
Yeah.
3D plus 1. Yeah, the same thing I have.
I appreciate the fact that you think she has 3D in strength.
Your armor.
No. Oh, you have 1D in strength.
I have 2D
No.
in strength. Wait.
So it would be 3D
Whoa.
plus 1
It's
because
3D
armor and
plus
helmet.
1.
Mine is 3D because 2D in strength plus 1 for the vest.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 10 for strength roll.
What'd you get for your strength roll, Sarah?
4. Because for whatever reason, it's rolling 1. Oh, because I'm wounded.
Well, that doesn't factor into the
That's
strength
fine.
rolls.
But I think because I clicked it to wounded, it's factoring it in.
Okay.
It's possible.
It doesn't know
Either
that
way.
you're rolling. It doesn't know that you're rolling for armor because you're not rolling the armor.
Yeah.
So what'd you get, Captain?
4 plus 2, so 6.
10.
All right. So yeah, Captain is wounded.
Okay.
Io is actually incapacitated because it doubled hers. And then Keltzer is getting attacked.
Okay, dodging.
All right.
It's melee parry, right?
Yes. All right. He got a 24.
I got a 20.
All right, a 20 plus the 5 difficulty makes it a 25. He had to hit, so he misses. You do not double it though, so you are stunned. Or no, sorry, I'm applying the damage stuff to the dodge stuff again. He misses. It's session 10. Do you think I'd have some of this figured out by now?
It's
We
fine.
don't do a lot of combat.
That's true. It's not like once a session.
It's not like
maybe?
combat after. It's not like one more combat after another.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this time, but you know.
Didn't Io offset the attack roll this round with the melee parry?
Yeah, I did melee parry, and I was
She
wounded
got a
then.
16 on the melee parry, if I remember right. He had a 19 on his attack. If I'm remembering.
And I was I'm suddenly incapacitated when I rolled my armor roll.
Right, that was the to hit. When you made your armor roll was when he was rolling his damage.
Oh. Yeah.
And she got a... Was it an 8 you got on your damage, on your armor roll?
Nah, 6.
Okay. Where did I write that one down? Yeah, I think I wrote it down as an 8. Okay.
I'm just confused how like it went from I was only wounded when I did the melee parry, but when I added in the
It's because he forgot to do the.
I forgot to roll damage. I was comparing.
Okay.
I was looking on the injury chart, but only comparing your dodge versus their to hit.
Okay.
Not the damage
I'm
versus
catching.
your strength roll.
I'm tracking. We'd missed the third step.
Yes.
This is going into my review of this system at some point.
There's a lot of steps.
There is.
Yes. It's a little too broken up, but that's fine.
Oh, go look at D&D from the same time period this game came out.
I didn't. Yeah, that's why we've
World
moved
of
on from
Darkness was
that.
shortly thereafter.
Yeah, that's why we've moved on from that in that time.
But,
Yep.
But really, it's not really any worse than fifth because you roll to hit and then you roll damage.
Yeah, that part makes sense.
It's the
you don't have variable AC.
Yes,
that's true.
Your AC is your AC. It's not roll the dice.
Though in vampire, it's still variable because you're still rolling versus.
Yeah.
All right, I've lost where I'm at. All right, that was all the critters.
Lots of critters, and now it's
now it's Kelter's turn.
Hey, we're shooting.
Load up. Send it to hell.
Kill at least one of these bastards.
33. To hit.
Now you dodged earlier or parried earlier, right?
Yes.
Did you remember to take a dice off for that? Because you're doing multiple actions essentially.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Then 29.
Okay. That is still very, very good. It obviously still hits. So roll your damage versus his strength. He got a 20 on his strength roll.
$22.
All right, so he is stunned again. Captain, before you take your action, erase your wound. I forgot Green was at a -3 dice penalty this round.
Oh.
For his wounds and being stunned, so there's no way he would have actually hit you.
Okay. Cool.
And then it is your action.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at Green.
Okay.
At 4 dice because I did dodge this round. Unless do I actually need to? Yeah, I still would have needed to dodge. He probably rolled higher than a 5.
He would have hit you without a dodge, yes.
Okay. 16?
16 is a hit.
Uh, 17 for damage.
Let's see, 12. 22. So he did not double it, so he is stunned.
Okay.
Which means he'll be at -3 dice next time.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll remember it that time. Okay. After the captain, it is Io.
Incapacitated puts me down how many dice? 2?
2.
And I dodged this round. How much does it cost to kind of try and drag my body away?
No, you can move. You can move just like normal.
She's gonna just kind of try and back off.
Oh wait,
here.
but you have to move in your declaration phase though.
She's gonna kind of stand there and just.
Now you only need a 5 to hit because it's point blank.
I have a 40.
8 dice.
I have 8 dice plus 2.
Yep, you got this. Roll 3 or better.
A 3 or better. You got a 50-50 shot.
Hey, 7.
All right, roll your damage.
Green is still the one looking the worst, right?
Yes, blue is the one that just attacked you. Green is the one that looks the worst. Blue is undamaged.
She at least wants to get one of these guys down.
All right, he got a 14 on his strength save. And what'd you get on your damage?
You beat it.
12.
All right. That's stun. That's 2 stuns. It's taken in a round. Ooh, I know wounds bump up. Wounds bump up to incapacitated. Incapacitated bump up to mortally wounded. I don't know if stuns bump up. Now, look, we're going to make the call that it does right now. I'll look it up later. Alright, so green goes down.
Oh, yours. Finally.
BL-17.
He will. So you said green is down?
Yes.
He will shoot at the next closest target then.
That's logical.
13.
13 hits.
Okay.
Got a 23 in his strength roll.
That is a 26 for damage.
Okay. You have wounded him.
Cool.
Ozen.
I'm gonna do it. I had previously stated I was trusting in the Force, so I'm still doing that.
Okay.
Success. Wait,
All right.
let me double check that. Control pain is easy for incapacitated but conscious. Cool. Yep, I'm still up.
Okay. Let's see. And Doc, we accidentally made your roll earlier.
Unless you want me to do it again.
Sure, do it again. I'll be generous.
Whap him.
Six hits. It's about as low as you could go.
Okay, so the hypodermic injector apparently does 40 damage, so just what, roll 46?
Yes.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm healing you. Accept my healing.
For 16?
He got a 15.
You beat it.
Let's see. Now this is doing. It's
It's
stunning
stun
him, so
damage.
it's not.
It's not lethal. As far as I can understand, if for it to be stun damage is literally just a non-lethal. But I would assume.
All right, so you made you got him to wounded. A character who suffers a wound is instead stunned for 2 combat rounds. Or if you got the mortally wounded or incapacitated, he actually falls unconscious.
Yep.
So blue is at negative
2 rounds.
Yeah, he's at a -1 dice for 2 rounds.
Yep.
For 2 rounds. All right. Next round. And Ozen, you are hearing some commotion in that room behind the blaster door. Because I'm going to assume you still got the enhanced senses thing.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like people shuffle up to the door, and you can't make out what they're saying through the blast door, but you can kind of. It's that kind of vague Charlie Brown teacher sound of somebody's talking, but it's too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly they're hearing the blaster fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so starting this round, Doc, what are you doing?
Ooh, excuse me. He is going to shift back and give medical aid to Io.
Okay.
So, do you want me to do? Well, since I'm declaring healing, that will be my turn.
Right.
Yes.
The actual action will be when we get back around to you.
Gotcha.
Ozen.
Ozen, now free of dice penalties because control pain, is going to come around this way, knowing that this one is engaged with Kelser.
Mm-hmm.
And is gonna swing with her lightsaber against it. Just
right. Give me a roll.
On my turn, I will.
Oh, that's right. BL-17. Is he going to continue firing at the one he was firing at?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's what he will do.
Io.
Fire at whatever is closest and standing when it gets around to her turn.
Okay. Captain.
Fire at the next one on the list.
Okay. Keltzer.
Dodge and fire if I get attacked.
Okay.
Calling that early.
And then the critters. Blue is going to attack Io. Doc, when you poked it, it kind of snapped at you angrily. But once you moved back, it started ignoring you. It's still focused on Io.
That sounds about right.
Like, you're not organic.
Red is going to attack Keltzer. And then, oh yeah, they get to go first. So, Io is being attacked. 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a dice penalty for melee dodge.
10.
Or melee, not melee parry. Yeah, melee parry. I'm just going to add skills together.
Yes, that is an action. You do have a penalty on that, I believe.
Cool. 5.
Okay.
5 plus 5.
So it needed a 10. It got a 14. It hit. Give me a strength roll. There's not a penalty on the strength roll.
Okay.
You said you had a blast vest and a protective helm on, right?
Yeah, so I get a +2.
Yeah.
So 10.
All right. It got a 14. So that what it rolled to hit? Weird. All right. So it beat you, but it did not. But it did not double. So you're wounded.
I'm already incapacitated.
Oh,
Do I just take another wound?
Then you're mortally wounded.
Fantastic.
I'm starting to suspect that Doc's got the force. Like he gets close to whoever's about to drop. Oh, there they go. Clear.
Wait, no.
You're injured. How to get to work?
It's like magic. No, it's just a predictive algorithm.
Wouldn't that be a kicker if that was a thing?
All right, so that was. Oh yeah, no, that was critters going. That was blue. Red. Red is attacking Keltzer. 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Not doing good on the attack rolls this time.
Yay.
I rolled a.
Looks like I'm getting all my 5s and 6s out early on.
Mm.
And you said you were parrying, so.
Yeah, 18.
All right, 18 plus the 5. So it needs a 23. Got a 16. You dodge. How are you the best dodger? Or parrier in this case. And the most heavily armored.
Or did you put the? Isn't there? Wait, was there a dice penalty for the armor?
Depending on the armor.
Her armor does have a 1 dice penalty, I think.
Okay. Then 16. I forget the 1 dice penalty. I gotta remember that.
Right,
But
so,
my armor gives me a. Oh, that's 4 if I get attacked. Right. That's 16 then.
all right, plus the 5 is a 21. Still misses. Noble effort there, Sarah. Noble effort.
But I think it's that offset of you get the extra dice to resist damage as opposed to burning the dice to dodge.
Yeah, the armors that give you like a +1, just a pip +1, don't tend to penalize you in any way.
Yeah.
Once you start getting up into dice of protection, though, it starts getting bulky. Because it's like Boba Fett's armor or the Stormtrooper's armor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That was the critters. Keltzer. Returning fire?
Yeah. Returning fire. Okay. 20. 19 plus 1 is 20.
Yes, it is.
And that's with me already subtracting the 1 dice from my blaster.
Okay. Oh, that was the hit roll. I don't know why I'm rolling strength already. But yeah, it hit, so roll your damage.
$19.
Okay. It got a 15, so no doubling, but it is wounded. Red was already wounded, so it is now incapacitated. So it's at -2 dice to any actions it takes. Captain.
Fire away, fire away. $15?
15 hits.
Actually, hold on. I rolled 1 dice short. 20.
That also hits.
Uh-huh.
Get a 19 on strength roll.
Yeah, I gotten so used to rolling like 5D for blaster, I forgot I'd upped it to 60 after last week. Got a 17 for damage.
You got a 17 for damage. It got a 19. So it beat
stun.
it, but didn't double it, but it is stunned. And that is... Which one were you firing at, blue or red?
It would be...
Blue's the one mauling Io.
Yeah, maybe blue.
Okay. Alright, then blue is stunned. Next up is BL-17. I believe he was unloading on red.
His primary target was to shoot at whatever Aira was shooting at, so he will be switching over to blue.
Okay.
$17.
That hits. Roll damage. You have a really good shot here. He only rolled a 7 on his strength. 3 1s and 2 2s.
17.
Alright, that doubles. But blue was only stunned. So he's incapacitated now.
Mm-hmm.
So negative 2 dice. Plus the dice for being stunned. So he's technically at negative 3 for his next action. Alright. Ozen.
Weighing in. No dice penalty. It feels so good. Until that happens. All right. 6, 10, 15, 16, 18, 20 on the dot.
That's all you need.
Thank God I put that +1 last session. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice.
Okay, he got a 21 on his strength roll. No pressure.
Ah, shit. Okay. 6, 12, 23 on my damage.
Okay, so you beat him but didn't double.
Mm-hmm.
This is on red.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a wounded. He's already incapacitated, so that bumps it up to mortally wounded. So red goes down.
You see, is it like are these things like bigger than us?
They are
On
the size of a
us?
cougar or so.
Okay. So, Ozen from behind, like, kind of like bisects this one and, like, kind of waves at Kelser, and she's very rapidly losing blood. And steals for the next one.
All right.
Oh, a low roll for me.
Doc, make your medical roll for Io.
Coming up.
AC is 20. Yeah.
All right, so she goes from she goes up to incapacitated. Or was she? Yeah, she was mortally wounded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was mortally.
So yeah, up to incapacitated. And the way I envision this happening when Doc does it in the same round is you take the wound and you start to go down, and Doc basically catches you and shoots you up with something.
Nope. Come on. Like, gives you, like, vapors.
Nope, back into the fight.
You just see him catch her, and she's like, now, Io. This only hurt for a second.
So what's in a stim pack? A lot of caffeine, some cocaine, that sort of thing. Gets you up, gives you energy.
Fiction. Pulp Fiction is right through the sternum.
Don't worry, there's only a 25% chance I'll crack your sternum.
At that point, she probably doesn't feel it.
Basically.
Lacerated by a giant crocodog.
Crocohyena. But,
Crocodog works better.
I don't know, I hear hyenas make pretty good pets because they're very social animals.
Question. When I heard the howling from the others in the, like,
Let's
catch
call
and
it
release.
cackling because it's more like a laugh.
Sure. When I heard the noise, do I know if it came from the left or the right?
It was definitely echoing through, like the mind, not the room.
Okay.
It was not muffled like the room would have been. It's all echoey and stuff going through the mind. All right, Doc, what are you doing this round?
Good question. Nobody else is really injured, and I've already...
Ozen's hurt to shit. What do you mean?
Yes, but unfortunately, I don't know if I can do another medical roll to, like, bring you up some more.
Yeah, we can only do one per day.
Okay.
I think we made that rule.
Yeah, I think we made the rule of I can pretty much give you one heal.
Well, that's how med packs work, and we decided what you're essentially doing is med packing them. just with your built-in stuff though.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that works for everyone else. I have when I use the power, I can do it twice. So I'll worry about that when I'm not in combat.
Yeah, because right now, if I could bring Io up another level or something, I'd happily do it, but I don't think I can.
Okay.
I mean, I could attempt to hit the beastie one more time if I can hit it diagonally.
Sure, diagonals is fine.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna try to trank him. Ozin.
Ozin is going to take an action's worth of movement because she heard the muffled sounds from the blast door over there. And you all watch as she again looks beat the fuck. She's like, I heard conversation, people, living people, and she runs that way.
So it's 10 squares if you're
Yep.
doing the run. Now you can still take an action, but it requires a roll at a negative dice.
I'm going to attempt to activate accelerated healing as I'm going this way. But that I can do on my turn.
Right. All right, so back down here to the fight. What is BL-17 going to do?
Let's see. BL-17 is going to shoot at blue.
Okay.
So as she's coming this way, she will try to attempt to make sounds to like, I am a human, open up, which can be resolved on my turn. Just
yeah. So that was Ozin. BL-17 was going to shoot at blue. Io.
Continue to try and shoot at blue.
Okay. Are you going to fall back? Are you going to move in any way?
She's pretty sure if she moves, it's just going to follow her anyway, so this is a good place. Most of her blood is here. She'll be fine.
most of her blood is here.
Yeah, either inside or outside.
Mm-hmm.
Keltzer.
They are going to move up a bit and then shoot at the last one standing. So.
Oh, you wish it was the last one.
Oh,
the last we know of.
Oh, she heard other noises, so she knows this isn't the only one, but the one that she can see. Whenever it's her go, she'll shoot.
Alrighty. And the critter. Let's see. Blue is not. Well, Blue's fairly injured. 2 of its buddies are dead. But it's not a real life animal. It's a Star Wars critter.
Do Star Wars critters generally go out swinging?
A lot of times. Though, now that I think about it, the Wampa lost an arm, and it was done at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? You can just leave. I'm going to go back to the cave here.
I'm going back to my cave. I'm gonna heal this off. Don't bother me.
So yes, Blue's going to run.
Regenerate this.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then actions. Blue ran, so there's nobody around him, so no actions for him.
No one can get a shot off on him.
Yeah, nobody. You're the only one. Ozin is the only one that can see him, and she is not using ranged weaponry. So
she is not in the mood right now. She's. So if everyone else, if it skips through everyone else, she's gonna be like, "We've got wounded."
Now you were going to make a accelerated healing roll thing.
Yes. I'll do that.
So go ahead and do that.
Moderate for me right now. Fail.
All right. You hear somebody shouting from inside. Is it clear?
For now.
The doors go. Pss, pss. And there's like you see 8 people packed in there. Some of them are injured.
I also say I would have like deactivated my lightsaber and put it up like as we're talking.
Would you do that with a creature so close to you?
Do I recognize that creature's fucking off?
It appears to be.
Or
But
it's
it is
getting
within,
allies.
turning around and sprinting back towards you, distance.
I think at the very least I would have deactivated it and starting to stow it away.
Okay.
But like it's still within like easy reach. Maybe even behind Ozen's back.
All right.
Just palmed it.
I'll get on the comms and be like, "Got living over here, Captain."
Well,
Occupied.
Huh?
you're like 9
Not
meters away
really.
from him. You could just say it.
I don't want to yell. It's gonna bring more. I barely wanted to yell to get the doors open. I don't want to yell more.
All right. So nobody else has a target.
Mm.
So this combat round is basically over.
Okay.
You have a brief little while before any more will show up. So if y'all want to, rush up to where Ozen's at, y'all can all get up there, no problem.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. To make sure everybody's good to actually move.
Keeping my guts in my stomach for now.
And kind of stay behind. Just in case if they come again, she'll try to get a quick pop shot.
But yeah, when they opened the door, they saw this one running away, which by the time y'all get around the corner, it's off in the dark. But let me clear the map for you. So that's the room. Just this middle area, just assume that's some of the equipment that's running.
Okay. About to say, interesting temple-looking thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is specifically an asteroid mined map.
Okay.
A lot of gears for Star Wars.
Shh.
But yeah, when the door opens, they start motioning. Everybody in! Everybody in!
Yep. Ozen immediately runs in, trying to very in the commotion, like put her lightsaber away in the commotion of like running in.
I just dives around the corner and then just.
Now, Kelter, are you
Still
going
got-
in? Are you just like on Overwatch as everybody else files in and then going to fall in with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Ira will do the same, and he'll have BL sort of flanking as well.
Okay.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that sucked.
So anyway,
I speak
eventually
for
you
all
all
of us
fall
when I say,
back
"Get the
into
fuck
the
in."
room. I'm going to go ahead and move y'all all back. Because y'all get in without any incident. The woman that opened the door shuts the door again.
Yep. Ozen just.
I was doing a quick Leku check, like everything's still attached. Okay.
Yep.
Right number of fingers, right number of toes, right number of head tails. All right, I'm good.
My brain's in there. I need to check it.
Ozen like immediately slumps on a corner and will try to activate accelerated healing again.
Okay.
Success. So Doc can shoot me up with more stuff for one more go of medpack.
So yeah, if Doc wants to make that medical roll, he can go ahead.
Hitting the button. And boop.
Yeah, I'm just wounded now, which is A-okay.
All right.
Okay, by your standards.
There are some of the miners here that are injured.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make Doc roll for those. Just you have the opportunity to help them. So, the woman that opened and shut the door. Who are you?
Well, we were sent here with a shipment of supplies.
Oh, are you the Rubicon crew?
That would be us.
Okay, yes. We knew you were supposed to be coming.
Yeah, the fuck?
She's like, yeah, that's what we've been in here asking. We dug back and we found something, and when it opened, those things were just swarming.
Did you open somebody's habitat?
I don't think it was a habitat.
Think it was malicious?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm saying they're swarming like they all came out all at once, but I think 3 of the miners cracked it open. And we found their bodies back in the tunnels, where they, we're assuming they had run away from the things and only made it so far.
Mm-hmm.
But when we found the bodies, we didn't find what caused it at first. Because as soon as they found the bodies, they fell back. We had our doctor examine them in the mid bay. And then apparently more and more of them were coming out, while that was going on. And we managed to hold. We were coming back to investigate. We thought it was probably one creature, so we grabbed what little bit of weaponry we had, and we figured that as an entire group, one wild animal we could probably handle, but it was not. They were not one. They were not close to one.
Sounds like there are a lot of them.
And the way the tunnels twist and turn out there, some of them had gotten behind us and had gotten into the station proper. So we ran into them as we were falling back, and we had to hide in this room. Luckily, it's got a blast door, in case, sometimes in these mines you come across a gas pocket or something. So it can, there's an automated system where it can drop a blast door to protect the equipment in here. So I'm pretty well protecting us, but of course we didn't come down with any supplies, so we've just sort of been sitting here for the last 8 hours or so. We sent, what was his name again?
Dead guy.
Nolly. Yeah, we sent
Nolly.
Or Dino or whatever. Sorry, I guess you'd call him by his first name.
Mm-hmm.
He volunteered to get up and try to get to the control room.
He's very dead.
Yeah, we hadn't heard from him in a couple hours. So, or
there was a blast door. I assume he couldn't get through. Blast door. I assume he couldn't get through. Either that or one of the creatures got him before.
He had the access code. He should have been able to get in there. He was a good man.
Condolences.
I'm Brina Doan. I'm the supervisor of the facility.
Ozen Jensen. Keeping my guts in my stomach.
It looks like they were trying to pull him out. Well, thank you for trying to come after us. Is that an actual battle droid? He's looking over at BL.
Yes. What of it?
Oh, I'm just surprised. And frankly, kind of glad to see him.
He does good work.
As you're talking, you start hearing some of that cackling, yipping coming from outside the door. And there's, something scratching at the door,
How lovely.
Brenna's like, if we're quiet, after a while they'll get bored and wander back off.
Oh, great. So we can die in peace, trapped in this room.
Does that door prop open just slightly, or does it only just fully open and close?
With the blast doors, it's pretty much just up or down.
Lovely.
But he's like, yeah, but we don't know. We had come across something, clearly a wall. And we were debating whether to try mining around it to see if it was like a room or whether just to crack the thing open. But like I said, the 3 of my workers were back there working around the area, and apparently they cracked it open or something, or caused it to open, or we couldn't identify the material it was made out of. We kept getting like error messages when we try. But she's like, I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know why somebody would bury something like that in an asteroid. I mean, we scouted the surface. If it was the back end of another facility, we'd have found the entrance when we scouted the asteroid. So, I'm sorry, what was Captain saying?
To lock something up and forget about it?
I guess. But is there enough room on your ship for all of us if we could get to the ship?
I mean, we got a cargo bay.
That would work. If we get a chance running by the cafeteria, we could always grab some food. I mean, I'm sure you've got some on your ship.
What do they usually deliver you guys? Because we haven't unloaded that.
Oh, there would probably be. I'd have to check the manifest. I think there should probably be some foodstuffs in there, and there was equipment and supplies for the job itself. Like I said, we'll need to wait for them to calm down. And she gestures to some of some of my people are injured. We're not going to be able to move very fast. Let's see. And I think here, in the safety of this little safe room, we're going to call it for the evening.
Relative safety.
Well, you are safe. Not long term because there's no food. I mean, other than the other people in the room. But since we're not doing a Star Wars version of Alive, we're gonna just say you're safe. So anyway, hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it. Glad to see Otter in the chat. I know we have a couple of people watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope anybody comes by and watches and or listens to this later. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us next week. If you are looking for other games to watch, Jeremy, what else do we have? on deck
Well,
at Diver.
tomorrow we have False Claw Nights with JT. Recently, JT, I do not know if he has received the people he wants, but if those of you who are listening are interested in playing in a Dire Bear game, I believe JT is still recruiting for people. You could get more information about that in the Discord. There is a job board channel where he has put up the call to arms, as it were. Thursdays are A Knight's Ransom with Pink Rambo. We don't have anything on Friday, as far as I know. Saturday is the Stolen Cities with the Lore Keeper Alex. And normally we would have Varenheim on Sundays, but it is on a season break because leaving things on a cliffhanger is fun. And then come back for the last. We're at sub 10, I believe, on the Monday game for the Troubleshooters.
And this is the final season of the Troubleshooters, isn't it?
This is the final season of the Troubleshooters before they go into Wilds Beyond the Witchlight. They're looking to go towards that in May, I believe.
Okay.
They did, and speaking of that game, they also put a casting call for. Dire Bear has also put out a casting call for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, that game, which again should be starting in May, which you can also find in the job board channel on the Discord.
Direct all inquiries to the Discord.
All inquiries to the Discord. I am not in any. I just make pretty clips for these guys, and play on Tuesdays.
Ponder the Discord.
Ponder the Discord. Ponder the cube.
The cube.
And then, of course, on Tuesday we'll be back. So
Remnant Shadow, Star Wars actual play.
So join us then.
Yeah.
Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.